Hello guys, let's continue to learn more in JavaScript. In this session, let's take a look at arrays. In JavaScript, arrays contains ordered items, so we can use index to access the arrays. To define array, we can use the new keyword like this. We can define empty array, use square bracket. We can put some starting value for the array. We can access the element like this with square bracket and index. We can modify the element. We can return the length of the element, length of the array. We can output the array as a string. We will get this one. So an array can contain any type of data. For this case, it has string, object, boolean, and a function. We can access the name property of this object with the index and .name, and we can access this function with the index and braces behind. So we can put the comma at the end of the element, the last element of the array. The array has some methods: push, shift, and pop, and unshift. So for this one, pop is going to remove pair from the end. Then if we output the array, we only get apple, orange. Push, we have this array, we push a pair, it will give us apple, orange, and pear. Pear is at the tail of the array, at the end of the array. Shift, so we can shift one element, remove apple, and orange will become the first element. So we get orange, pear. Unshift, if we call unshift apple, it will add apple in front of the array. So push and unshift can add multiple elements at once. Push 2 elements and unshift 2 elements. So at the last, we get this array. So basically, array is an object as well. So it behaves like an object as well. So for this case, we have fruit. So we have make it as an array, and we define a reference. Then we check they are the same reference because they are the reference. Copy by reference. 2 variables reference the same array. So array push. Then we output, modify the array by reference. So we check the fruit, we will get banana and pear as well. So we make an array, we set one property. This one it looks like an index. So for this case, fruits is the array, also object. We can add this property to it, and we also can add the other property to it. So performance-wise, method push and pop run much faster because it's doing actions at the end of the array. It won't reorder the index of the elements. But shift and unshift, it insert the element at the beginning of the array. We have to reorder all the elements. To go through the elements of the array, we can use for loop like this with the index to access the element. We also can use for all. So we do this, go through all the elements with for all. And we also can use for in. Let key in, do this, and use the key to access the array like this. But the loop for in, it triggers all overall properties, not only the numerical ones. So the for in is very different. For in goes through all the properties. So let's take a look at the length. So in JavaScript, the length equals the biggest index plus 1. For example, this one, we just arbitrarily set the index property like this. Then if we call fruits.length, we get 124. This is a very interesting situation. We should keep this in mind. So look at this part. So we have an array. We change the length of the array, and all the data beside outside of this length will be removed. So we output the array, we will get 1, 2. We change the length back. We output the so-called the fourth item with index 3. We get undefined. The value won't come back. So we define array like this. We put some starting value inside. It works. But if we do this, means we are going to create an empty array with length 2. So if we output 0 undefined, the length is 2. Yeah, this part is very interesting. So we need to pay attention to that part. Try to avoid unnecessary errors when you do the coding. Multiple dimensional arrays. For this one, we create a matrix 2D array. So we have this array. Inside we have sub-arrays. We access sub-arrays like this. So this one, we access this array and this element. ToString. So when we output one array, we call array.toString, we get this one. If we do this, use the string to include the array, we get the same. So if we output this result, it will return true. For this one, so naturally, if you plus this thing, the array will be converted to string first. It becomes this one. So that's why you get this result. Similarly, for this one, it will convert to string first. Then you get 1, 1. And this one, same. You get 1, 2 plus 1. You get 1, 2, 1. That's all for this session. Thanks for watching. See you next time.